HBS show with lesson the screen goddess. History behind success of your role model. Yeah, Oluwa lifted me higher. Oh, now they wanna eat with me. Now they wanna drink with me. Now they see me as something. Boy, it feels like yesterday when they saw me as nothing. No one knows tomorrow.
Be honest and straightforward in life, you will not have a problem. If you're somebody that you're going to tell me,
because if the iron is not hot, if you press it and it's not hot and it's not too dry, it will now stain the clothes.
Welcome to another exciting moment of the program HBS Show, History Behind Success. It is another exciting moment. My guest on the program today is a television guru on presentation and reporting. He rose from a humble background to where he is today. Join me as we take you on the interview. Honorable Commissioner, sir, let's know more of you. The family you were born into, and also at what stage did you start working hard to become successful in life?
Well, let me start from the rear. I don't know about working hard, although I know that God has been very faithful. But my father's name is Charles Aniagwu, and my mother's name is Agnes Nwachukwu Abuji Aniagwu. I understand you should be able to realize why the name is that way. It's answering the husband's name as it is, so it's not a question of joining. Maybe is the one they call maiden name or whatever. So no. So God has been quite faithful. I started my primary school at the normal age at that time. You have to be 6 years and all that. I didn't have the privilege of doing what we call otakara. Those days you have children who attend nursery schools and you provide them some bean cake. So to go to school, so for them to go to school, you must give them what to eat because they are quite tender. So because of that, we call it otakara, which means you go to school, you may not learn anything, but you are chewing the bean cake and possibly any other biscuit. Just grew up after the riding of wheels, bicycle wheels, using the cocoyam to build some small cars, drawing it with rubber around town, enjoying, having fun at that very tender age before we were enrolled into the primary school, specifically Akomazo Mocha Primary School. And by the grace of God, when I use the word we now, I and my contemporaries, went through the process. And that time, it's not just one person that you can see is somebody's parent. It's more like community parenting. So if you are coming back from school and you are doing any wrong thing along the line, any grown-up person who sees you calls you to order. Say no, without being scared.
What gave you the flair for broadcasting?
Actually, when I went to Chipule, I just felt that they don't read law, and I needed to just get back to school. My intention was actually to go and read law. I just said, let me just do this mass comm, from there I just move back to read law. But when I did the first 1 year, I still had the intention to go for law. But by the time we were sent out for the first 4 months industrial training, I was privileged to be deployed to the governor's office.
You're still on the program, HBS Show, History Behind Success. Sir, you have a foundation where you give arms to the less privileged and also put smiles in the face of people. Tell us more about the foundation. Is it because you're in government now? Is that why you are doing that? Or the foundation has been there before assuming office?
Honestly, let me tell you that I don't usually like talking about the foundation and the modest contribution to humanity. The reason is this. A number of persons have asked me, why don't you always, you are a media person, why don't you always take camera, film this, you are giving out vehicles, you are giving people money for school fees, you are helping others to start up their businesses. Why don't you put it on TV? And I asked them, when God gave to me, how many TV cameras did he invite? God gave to you 100,000, and you managed to give her 25, which is not 25%. And you are keeping the other 75 to yourself and those who are around you. And just because of the 25, which is not even up to which is not up to half of what God has given to you, you are inviting all the cameras. So imagine if God brought camera for them to know that he has even given you 100,000. You will know that they will curse you, they will swear for you for giving out only 25. So for that reason, I don't advertise it. I don't talk about it much in the media. And I also believe, because I don't talk about it, God knows that I'm genuine about it. That is not to play politics. If you like me as a person, you can like me. If I ask you for a vote, or for instance, or anything, go do so because you believe that I've got the credibility, not because I've given you money. And so when we started more than 12 years ago to begin to intervene, particularly in community projects, grading of roads, and a number of other things that have to do with individuals, particularly those who are not as endowed. I don't want to use the word less privileged, who are not as endowed. We did so believing that God has been quite faithful.
We've come to the end of the program, HBS Show, History Behind Success, and our guest has been the Honorable Commissioner of Information, Delta State, Mr. Charles Aniagwu. He said, remain focused and know the destination you are going. No doubt you enjoyed today's program. Keep a date with us next week for another exciting episode. I am blessing.
It's the HBS show with lesson, the screen goddess. History behind success of your role model.